zone speed.
If you can give me a clap right in front of your face. Perfect.
I'm just going to stand back here and kind of look at me, and then we'll be good.
All right.
So, what's your name?
My name's Eric Johnson.
And what do you coach here?
I'm the assistant D-line and recruiting coordinator.
Where are you from, Eric?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
What brought you to Iowa?
I came to Iowa in 1999. I was a graduate assistant here under Norm Parker on defense, and Coach put me on full-time in 2003.
So, where'd you go to college?
I went to school at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee.
In Nashville, great. So, what's it like living in Iowa City?
Iowa's a great community. The people here are friendly. It was the first thing my wife and I noticed when we got here, how friendly the people were, how they embraced the university and the football program. It's just a tremendous place to live.
So, as a recruiting coordinator, tell me how you sell Iowa. You know, a lot of people have preconceptions about what Iowa is. So, when you're meeting with some kids, say down in Nashville, Tennessee, you know, you go back to your old stomping grounds. How do you sell a kid on Iowa there?
I think there are four main pieces of our program. When you come here, you're really going to feel the family type atmosphere that Coach Ferentz portrays. I mean, people here really care about our student athletes. We as coaches really care about our student athletes. Not only about their success on the field, but their success on the field. So again, we're going to be driven to make sure those players succeed from a graduation standpoint with 83% graduation rate. You know, we're going to make sure they have success on the football field. 91% of our players will be either drafted into the NFL or taken as free agents. You know, and then we're going to take care of you. You know, make sure you enjoy yourself from a social aspect and do the right things, and you become a better person going out than when you came in. And then the fourth aspect of it, we're going to provide you with tremendous facilities. You know, Kinnick Stadium with their new renovation 5 years ago, $100 million renovation, and then we're in the process of building a $60 million new facility here for our operations, building an indoor facility.
Can you say the thing about on and off the field again? Because I think you said on and on.
Sad. Okay, so
We take care of our kids on and off the field. You said on and on the field.
just say that one
Just
thing,
that
or say
one.
the whole thing?
No, just that.
Okay. We're going to take care of our kids both on and off the field.
Perfect. Thank you.
Let's break this down a little bit, Eric. Tell me about what kind of, you know, as a recruiting coordinator, you know, there's going to be some concern, you know, about, you know, their kids going to the university. Maybe you got a kid from the inner city or maybe from a rural area and he hasn't been in a private school or had, you know, the top-notch, you know, preparatory education that some of your kids get. So tell me about what kind of academic support you have here.
We have a tremendous academic support program. Our players graduated at 83% graduation rate. Mel Saunders, who heads up our academic support program, does a tremendous job with our players. He has 2 assistants that work with football. We meet with our academic counselors every Monday morning at 8 o'clock to go over our entire roster to make sure they're having success in the classroom, going to class, meeting with their tutors. All our tutors are free. We have tutors for every subject, and the help that they receive is unlimited. We built a brand new academic center about 7 years ago, the Jardine Academic Learning Center. Again, it's just for student athletes. It's a place for them where they can feel comfortable meeting with tutors, you know, our academic counselors, get their homework done with the computer lab. It's just a tremendous facility.
You know, that's an interesting statistic. 83% of your kids graduate. You need to cut.
Yeah, no, just keep going.
Interrupting?
No,
Not a
sir.
problem. Not a problem.
No, sir.
All right, we're still speeding. Anyways, so 83% of your kids graduate. So how does that compare with the overall student population about enrollment, you know, versus graduation? You've ever done a comparison?
We have, I don't have to give you a specific. Do I kind of just say we're above the?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. We are above, our graduation rate of 83% is above the normal student graduation rate. So our guys are graduating at a higher rate than the normal student body here at the University of Iowa.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. All right, well, let's break it down about, you know, what kind of, you know, there's a tremendous strength and conditioning program here that Coach Doyle. Tell me about player development, you know, from recruiting, that, you know, the kind of things that you talk about with the kids out there.
That's probably one of our biggest selling points. And again, we're going for the best players every year. We may not necessarily get the best players every year, But when you look at our player development, the things our coaches have done on the field, what Chris has done in the strength and conditioning program, we are third in the country in players getting drafted in the NFL. So you can see from a player development standpoint that they may not come in as 4 and 5 star players, but they're leaving as 4 or 5 star players.
That's awesome. Talk about Coach Ferentz. Talk about his philosophy. Talk about what he offers and what kind of asset he is to you as a recruiting coordinator when you're going out and getting kids.
I think what Coach Ferentz brings to our program is his personality. He is a tremendous person. He is a family person. You know, just a guy that you would want your son raised by. You know, as we've said, he is going to make you not only a better player, but a better person from where you came into this program to where you leave. He's going to treat you with respect, and all he asks for in return is you treat our coaches, our players, our program with respect. Do what you feel is right, and if you do that, you're going to have a great success here at Iowa.
Talk about the new indoor practice field and you know, and some of the new facility. You talk about $60 million you know, new facilities. Talk about that. Give me some detail.
Over probably the last 5 or 6 years, you know, we have been building for this point with a facility. We built a brand new indoor facility, which was $30 million of a $60 million project. It's got to be one of the best in the country, if not the best in the country. And on top of that, starting at the end of this season, the fall of 2012, we are going to begin our new operations building, which it will be on par with any facility in the country. And it is something, like I said, we've been working for the last 7 years, and it is going to be a tremendous facility for our student athletes.
What's different? You went to Vanderbilt, which is a great school, and you're recruiting against other great schools. Tell me, what's the difference makers with Iowa? You're out there.
I think, again, we're going to sell the family aspect of our program. We're going to sell the player development of our program. Third in the country in players getting drafted. Third in the Big Ten in graduation rates at 83%. So again, you're going to come in, you're going to receive a tremendous education. You're going to have an opportunity, if you do everything right from a player standpoint, follow our lead as coaches, you're going to have an opportunity to play in the NFL, and you're going to win championships. You know, we're one of the only 2 Big Ten teams that have won 2 Big Ten championships over the last 10 years. We're second in the Big Ten in wins over the last 10 years. And over the last 3 years, we're first in the Big Ten in players getting drafted. So we have a tremendous program here at the University of Iowa.
Well, let's talk about your on-the-field coaching. Let's talk about, you said you're assistant D-line coach?
I was tight ends coach for 10 years, and now I've just moved over to D-line.
So how's the D-line looking this year?
We're going to be young from a D-line standpoint, but I think our kids have made tremendous strides from the spring going into this fall camp. And we're excited to see what we'll do on the field in 2012.
What's any special games you're really looking forward to? What really gets your heart pounding?
We don't want that answer. We're going to take them one at a time here this year.
All right. Good. Okay, I want you to just say a couple of lines. Just say I am an Iowa Hawkeye.
I am an Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I am an Iowa Hawkeye.
A little stronger now.
I am an Iowa Hawkeye.
We are the Iowa Hawkeyes.
We are the Iowa Hawkeyes.
One more time.
We are the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And one more I am.
I am an Iowa Hawkeye.
Great. We're good.
Perfect.
Perfect, Coach.